Hi, good evening all. I think white is the appropriate color tonight. Bring out the flag because we are, if we're not done yet, Lord folks, the Islanders are, they pretty much got their game, right? You know, the Panthers lost. Believe it or not, we're watching them at this point because the Islanders are out of reach. Oh yeah, they're pounding Toronto. It's 7-2. Last I checked, it was 5. So it's 7-2. 3 minutes left. Toronto's useless. Well, at least Toronto's back to normal this time of the year. Okay. The game I'm watching, believe it or not, keeping my eyes on tonight, guys, as a hockey fan, is Detroit at St. Louis. We want that to go to overtime, okay? If you don't know why, go look at the math. We want that to go to overtime. And we want Vancouver to win tonight against Vegas, which I'm going to be keeping an eye on later also. Washington's useless. They just blew it. Folks, this is worse, what they did tonight. They're winning 6-5, and Columbus pulls the goalie, ties it, wins in overtime in Washington, and Washington was on their deathbed too. It's like, you know, we need it. I think Washington got a point. I'm looking at it now, guys. I'm looking at the Bedard thing now. I am. So I'm not going to say it's 100% over. It's 95% because at this point we're down to one team now. I think the Islanders now are we can't catch them. They got a 10-point lead. We have a game in hand. There's too many games. There's not enough games left. I mean, that's it. So the Islanders are out of reach. We are 7 points within Florida with a game in hand. And Pittsburgh is 6 points in front of us. It's like, you know, the games keep ticking off. The good news is, guys, the home games are ticking off. Thank God. We've been so stupid at home this year. It's pathetic. Ridiculous how embarrassing it was. Back-to-back games, we let in 7 goals at home. You know? The Sabres, guys, I've been saying all year, this is the end. This is how it ends for soft teams at this time of the year. I've been saying it all year, you know, but I had my hopes up still that their talent would shine and come through in this situation. But, you know, like when you got a team that, you know, and today, guys, I'll give you the numbers quick in the game, actually. I'm not going to, again, I'm not clipping them. I'm protesting. It's ridiculous. All right, shots on goal, 31-27. They had the face-offs, 56-44. We've been terrible on the face-offs all year. That's got to be resolved in the offseason. Adams, get on it. Get on it. 0 for 3 for them on the power play, 1 for 4 for Buffalo. At least Tage got one in. It took to be 2 men short for him to score, but at least he got one. Wasn't sure, you know, because I still want him to get 50. We had 19 hits. Get this, folks. They had 16. The Predators only threw 16 hits in this game. This is how they took the night off. The Preds are one of the top hitting teams in hockey. They took the night off on us. Good Lord. They had 8 blocks. We had 9. They had 8 giveaways. We had 5, you know. I don't know what's with Granato when it comes to pulling the goalie. Why does he wait so damn long? Like, is it the first time he's pulled a goalie all year? I can't remember him doing it another time. You know what I mean? It's that bad, guys. He leaves them in there to get shelled. It's ridiculous. You know, Anderson, yeah. I mean, it was a mercy call to get him out of there. Anderson's been terrible the last 2 outings, but I don't want to blame Anderson for anything. You know, the guy's 41. He came in here to be a leader, and he did that. And he gave us some of the best games he could at his age. So now it's up to the Sabres, you know, to do the right thing about towards this guy. And, like, you know, don't leave him in till it gets to that point. Anyway, I'm going to try not to rant. I'm going to try. I'm really pissed off with this. I am tonight. If you would have told me that this team would come and get 7 goals on us right after what just happened, come on, folks. Come on. You know, like, really? Back-to-back games, we let in 7 goals on our home ice, 14 goals. we let in the last 2 games. You know, I don't think anybody, you know, they might have got goals on Dominic Hasek, the chances we're letting in. It's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Some of the chances. You guys see it. The open chances in the slot. It's like, come on, guys. I don't know, guys. I see a team that's soft. I see a team that, when they're upset, they throw temper tantrums instead of throwing the body. And I see a team that, yeah, of course, our goaltending's a mess. But I see a team that doesn't play any structured hockey defensively. We've been saying this all year, okay? All year long, we've been saying this is a soft team, and this is a team with no structure defensively. And this, folks, is the time of the year that you need that. That's why I've been saying all year. How many times would I be pissed off, guys, in a post game, and I'd be talking about if this team got in the playoffs, they're going to get killed. We're not going to lose. We're going to lose like we did tonight in the playoffs. I'd rather miss the playoffs than go in and be embarrassed 4 straight and let in like 26 goals in 4 games. Ridiculous. It was a gutless performance. It was. I don't think any of us can argue that. It was a gutless performance today. So the way I see it is like, I can't have hope in a team that doesn't have hope in themselves. You know, this team has given up on themselves, obviously, guys. They have. This team has given up. I mean, they might try to put something together, but now, you know, when there's no pressure, they'll put something together. So how am I supposed to be happy with that? Rosie, what are you doing? Okay, you stay over here. I mean, how am I supposed to be happy with that, folks? Oh, right, there she goes. She said, don't worry, everybody. Rosie's here to the rescue. It's just one of those things, guys, that what can we do? We're you know what? It's that feeling of helplessness that we have as Sabres fans is back. You know that feeling of helplessness? Yeah, that feeling? Yeah, it's back. I haven't felt like this since Kruger. I really haven't, guys. I haven't felt like this bad about the team since Kruger. All of last year, they never made me feel this bad about them. Not like this. Come on, go down, my little angel. You go stay over there, okay? So, you know, this sucks. This effort, if they want to call it effort, sucks. And the fact that they've been wusses all year has caught up to them. Good. Good, because I don't want them under the illusion that they can be the lowest hitting team in hockey and expect to do anything, to succeed in any way. And people that say hitting's overrated, please explain. Please explain what I'm watching. Because with hitting comes good defense. There's none of that happening on this team. You know, we got a good offensive team, no doubt about it. I know they've went dry, but that was what I was saying. I look at the Sabres as a team like Olofsson is as a player. Olofsson's one-dimensional, okay? He has that shot and that release. You take that away, what do you have with Olofsson, guys? Be honest, what do you have? Right, you don't have very much. You just have a guy with a deadly shot. He can't play defense. He gets his nose dirty a little more than he used to. He doesn't hit. He doesn't really back check. You know, he goes in the corners a bit more than he used to. I think maybe because, I don't know, he listened to the podcast there and he heard After the Whistle. Maybe because they rip him all the time on After the Whistle, you know. Rivet and Peters are all over Olofsson, all over him. And they're right. We're kind of like the Sabres are like is like Olofsson as a team is kind of like the Olofsson as a player is like the Sabres as a team. We're one-dimensional. We're offensive. We're gifted offensively. That's it. That only can last so long. And you know what, folks? It lasted 60 good games this year where it was something to be proud of what they did this year. The goals, we've got a bunch of 30-goal scorers this year. We might have a 50-goal man still. There's still time. And, you know, things are still looking up that way, but we have to get some structure. And I don't know if if Granato's the guy, folks. I don't know. I don't see this man understanding the need for physical play and defensive structure on this team. I see a coach that just wants them to skate and score. Maybe it's just all he knows. I don't know. You know, he might be better off being an assistant. You know, we'll see. I don't want to rip into Granato. He's done wonders with the team he has. But is he good enough to be a head coach in the NHL and bring this team to the promised line? Because that's what we want. We don't want to, folks. There's been too often with this team where our loyalties have lied in the wrong directions. Okay, I seen Buffalo Sabres fans, loyal to Jack Eichel while all the shit was happening. Fans were loyal to Jack Eichel. Imagine that. I seen Buffalo Sabres fans over on the Hockey Guys channel talk about how Robin Lehner's a good goalie and we were stupid to let him go. Like, sometimes I wonder where some of these fans come from. I mean, you know, it doesn't make any sense unless unless they're related to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, because it doesn't make any sense, some of these comments that I'd see. Now, of course, they'll shut up about it because they realize Jack Eichel was a turncoat. He wanted to get the hell out of Buffalo. He didn't want to be part of the solution. Too much pressure for him. There is. And the truth is, he's entitled. He's an entitled, spoiled player, which we have too many in the league now, guys. The league went soft. The league went soft. It did. In so many areas. I won't even get into some areas where the league got way too soft, okay? When it comes to their principles, they got way too soft. And now we have a commissioner who it looks like wants to take hitting out of the game. It's never going to happen. It's just not. Just like fighting. It's always going to be there some way, somehow. So I'm frustrated tonight, but at the same time, I'm realistic. You know, I know I know what the picture looks like now. We're going to know in the next few days, and mathematically, that it's not even worth looking at no more. And then we got to look at the other mathematical thing, because if you're a Sabres fan, a true blue Sabres fan, you're not just going to care about your pride and ego and about them winning games to make you feel good. It's going to be about what is the chances of getting this prodigy called Connor Bedard to put this team to the point of no return if we ever won the lottery. Because if the Sabres won the lottery this year, folks, to get the number one pick, I'm just saying, if they won the lottery and got the number one pick this year, it's to the point of no return. There is absolutely no team that will be able to skate with us. That's for sure. And then I would say get a coach in here that teaches team defense, grit, and structure. Because what's going on now is an embarrassment to the team, to the franchise, to the history, to everything again. And I can't tolerate it as a fan. I just can't, guys. It makes me sick inside. It makes me believe that I'm in the twilight zone and this is never going to end. It's like, how could we be back to this point that I watched the last two games? How dare they let that happen? I don't care how shit they are defensively. How dare they let that happen to themselves? No guts. That's how. No guts, no grit. Guys have been bitching all year they're not tough enough. Did you see a tough team tonight? Did you guys see a tough team tonight? Yes or no? No, you didn't. You seen a bunch of wusses that fell behind and then looked at each other to get each other out of it. Instead of one guy, if we had like a Brad Marchand on this team, if we had one guy like that, one, and that guy's what, 5'9", 5'10", max? If we had one guy with the heart that guy has on this team, we might not be losing like this. You know, we need to get some guys. We need to get some serious hockey players in this dressing room, okay? We can't just keep looking at the guys that are injured and say it's because of this guy's out and that guy. We can't. Good teams win with injuries. Ask the Bruins. Good Lord, how long was Marchand out for early in the season? And they went on a great start. No. No, I won't buy into that thinking ever. You know, we got to start thinking more like franchises that win, because then we'll at least know the truth. No, I'm not buying into that. What's happening right now, guys, yes, the losing culture is gone, but no, the soft culture isn't. That's what's going on with that team. I don't care what anybody tells me. That's what's going on with our team, folks. That team is soft. And when you're soft physically, eventually you become soft mentally when push comes to shove. And that's just my take on what's going on. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've ranted long enough. I've taken up enough of your time. Most of you have shut the video off already. I don't care. I need to rant to feel better tonight. I'm pissed. I'm pissed with this. I'm not happy with this. You know, like 2 embarrassing losses at home. Like, come on. Everybody knows you guys are crap at home. What are you doing? And then you come up with your 2 worst efforts of the season? No guts. Okay, no guts. That's what's going on. This team is done. I don't care what the numbers say. There's no rally happening because they don't believe in themselves right now. And that, my friends, is the result of a soft team. This is why I whined all year about it. You're seeing it now. Did I think they would collapse like this? No. No, I didn't think they had it in them. I knew they were capable because how soft they are, but I didn't think they had it in them to crash and burn this hard. Not like this. So good. They're going to learn. And hopefully this offseason, Adams will summon up the courage to get a few serious hockey players on this team so we don't go through this the end of next year again. I hope, you know. Done. I'm done with this video. See you guys tomorrow. I'll try to make some regular videos tomorrow and get our minds off the Sabres as I make more Sabres content. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. I'll see you then.